We are super excited to be at the Super Show, and we're going to show you some Super Cs.
Let's do it.
The first Super C we're going to talk about is the Dynamax 34 KD, the one sitting right behind me. What I like about this one from the outside is it doesn't have the overhead cab that you see on other Super Cs, like this one right here. We'll show you that one later. But this one here, it has a base price of $327. That's before the show price, so we don't know what the show price is on it. And it is 36 feet 8 inches long, I believe, so it's about 1.5 feet longer than Ruby. Great paint scheme. It's just very appealing to me from the outside. I got to be perfectly honest. I never even looked at a Super C when we were researching RVs. Never even glanced at them. After walking in a couple of them, I'm kind of sad we didn't. Because these, and we're going to show you the few here, are really, really nice. Dare I say, super nice. I like the outdoor TV entertainment area. I really like the external speakers. We don't have external speakers on ours, so this is a nice feature here. The storage bays are pretty big, but a lot of them are not pass-through. So they're just deep and tall. Some of them, like this one, are pass-overs. So it's not a complete pass-through. You have to go in and then up for thinner or smaller things to put on the top. So it's not too bad in space-wise. This one has the Aqua Hot. We don't have that. Kind of jealous. Key here is 350 horsepower and 1,150 pound-feet torque, or foot torque. Really nice climbing the hills. Different configuration on a wet bay than what I'm used to. Plenty of room in there for hoses and whatnot. I really like the electric water hose reel. I don't have that on Ruby.
What's your back?
Right here. This here is the Onan QD 8,000 watt generator. We have the same one in Ruby, so we know what this little green gem can do for you. This right here is what makes it really cool. Climbing up in here, I really like ours. I wanted to always walk in and then go into the cab to drive my RV. But this setup here, something about this just says power and bad and all of that. So this, I really like this. This is, again, I really wish we would have looked at some Super Cs. The Super C is well equipped with a 2800 watt Magnum inverter and the Magnum Auto Gen Start. Really nice features. Now this setup right here I really like. This is your fuel tank and your def tank. On Ruby, the fuel tank's up front and the def tank is all the way in the back. When we fill up, I can do the gas and then I have to get Stacey in to move Ruby forward so I can fill the def. This is one-stop shopping. The tank capacities for this Super C are 90 gallons of fresh and 52 gallons each for black and gray. And it also has a 100-gallon diesel fuel tank.
When I think about C's, I always forget about Super C's. It's totally different than what I picture in my mind because I'm always thinking of little tiny like vans or little C's. This is really nice, and they are stepping it up with the decor too. So let's start from the front and we'll work our way to the back. You can see they took the bed out of this cab. So we're traditionally where C's are, some of the other Super C's, this could be a bed for another person. It's gone here, and they put some cabinets in. Although I gotta tell you, I'm a little disappointed about the size because these are tiny. You're not gonna get much in there. They could have probably brought them out a little bit more for some significant storage. It may have even be better to leave the bed in and use buckets or you know, something like that for a system for storage if you need the extra space. Now the good thing about these C's is I can reach the pedals. So they have the comfort seating, so you could see whenever I sat in the chair it eased down, and everything here is within reach easily with even short arms like me. So without a problem, I feel comfortable here, and I actually think I would be okay driving it. Not that I can't drive the other one, but I'm still really nervous about driving it. So this one I think I could do. One thing I like about this Forest River is they have tried to capture every inch of storage. So you can see here, even in the tiniest of places, they've turned it into a cabinet. So down here, a little extra storage. Up here is your panel, if I can get it open, is your panel with your all your systems. So your leveler, your Aqua Hot, slide outs, all that stuff. Tucked neatly right behind the driver. Now, depending on the options that you choose, this one comes with a sofa, but you can also get it with two recliners if you choose. you can do that. But this is not too bad. It's pretty comfortable. Plenty of storage above. And I'm not a huge fan of the curtains here. Or I guess they're not curtains, the window boxes here. I like very simple. That's got a little too many lines for me, but it's not bad compared to the way they usually are. So it is a little bit of an improvement. I really love this kitchen. There is a ton of counter space. You can see how wide it is between the sink and the stove, and there's an extra little pop-up here in case you need a little extra space. But not only is there a ton of counter space, there is a ton of cabinets. Let me close this. So the cabinet space in here is huge. You have full cabinets here, huge space for Instant Pot, big items, whatever you want to put there, and then the same overhead. So huge space here. And then, oh, this one goes all the way up.
All that space that you can't reach.
Well, you're there for me. So, and then of course you have several drawers here for other items. Also comes with a residential fridge, and oh, by the way, we could turn the fan off, so if you hear a little noise, sorry about that. But also comes with a residential fridge and a convection oven. No stove in this model, but I'm really loving this kitchen. One thing I'm not quite sure about are the placement of the light switches. All the lights for the front area are right here. There are second switches on the other side by the couch, but I'm afraid doing dishes, I'm going to bump into them, my hand's going to hit them, and they're right here by the water, so I'm not sure about that. But one thing that is really cool is they have lights underneath the cabinet, so you can get a really nice glow in the evening if you're sitting around hanging out watching TV. This one comes with a traditional style table. What I don't like about it is there are no drawers, so in order to get to what you want, you have to lift these up, which I think will be a real pain. Now this does flatten out into a jackknife bed, so that's a benefit, but if they'd have put a lid on here with drawers, you would have had much easier access to items. This barn door is a really cool feature that they've added on. It adds just a little nice touch instead of just a regular pocket door, so that's pretty cool. This model's bathroom is separated. The sink is on one side, of course the toilet and the shower on the other side, but you can close them all off. So you can close off this door and then close off the whole back section. The shower has its own door, so even if somebody's coming in and out washing their hands, you're not in their way. Or you can actually shut it all off from the bedroom and just have the bath area closed off. So let's go on back and see how big the bedroom is. The bedroom has a ton of storage. So we have closets here, cedar lined, all the drawers are cedar lined, a ton of storage here, TV with the sound bar, as well as 2 large storage areas above the bed. What I really like about these is not only do they include the regular outlets, but there's USB outlets on each side of the bed. And then your controls are very convenient for your lights right here by the bed, unlike Ruby, whose lights are all the way across the room, like way over here, and it drives me crazy.
Like right there.
Yeah, like right here. So we have to get out of bed if we have to want to turn off the light. So I know, first world problems. But check out the washer and dryer. This one actually has a stackable, so it is not one unit, it is washer dryer stacked, and it is pretty awesome, and I am surprised. I never would have guessed the Super Cs had a washer and dryer in them.
We just stumbled across the Jayco Seneca 37K. This is their 2020 model. On the onset, I like the color, I like the look. Not too keen on the tank capacities. So the water tank is 75, the gray is 51, and the black is 40. That wouldn't work for us full timing. We would run out of water quick, this one. But let's take a look. What I like about these storage bays down here is this whole section is kind of a pass over to the other side. So both of these would give us ample storage for all of our outdoor camping needs. Pretty nice right here. This is just a continuation down here, but right behind this is your black tank. So not a lot of height in this section of the bay, but still pretty good storage there. Nice propane tank, very good access. Not too sure about placement on this with regards to getting refilled and pulling up the pumps, but it's on the backside, so it's nice. Same generator as Ruby, an 8,000 watt Onan QD quiet diesel, pretty nice. Pretty nice wet bay. These color-coded controls really help you to get your city water, how to fill it, your winterizing, how to sanitize, all of that. You put them in different configurations, and voila, it takes the guesswork out of trying to figure all of that out. Pretty nice. This here is a continuation of the storage bay, but it has the electrical cord reel for your power cord. I like that. We don't have that in Ruby. And then these here are continuations of the storage pass over and through. But not too bad in the storage capacity on the outside. It does have an outdoor entertainment center. I don't know if it has external speakers because she's locked.
Now this one of course has the cab that I've been talking about that I would probably feel a little more comfortable driving in because it feels more like a truck. Although this one is just as long as Ruby, so I don't know why I think that all the time. But this one does have the over the cab bed for company, and what I really like is the huge window up front. That's going to let in a lot of light. Storage here for the kitchen is pretty deep. I could probably actually climb in these cabinets. They're so deep. And then, of course, the regular table that you see in most Class Cs, and they do have a couple of drink holders here in case you're driving down the road. Let's talk about the pros and the cons of this dinette. The pros are, of course, like I said, the cup holders, and right down here is an outlet as well as a USB. It also turns into a bed for extra sleeping, but let's talk about the cons. They have storage under, but no drawer here, and if you lift it up, you have raw wood here, so you'd want to do something with that so it doesn't ruin your cushions. And there's a little hole cut in the middle, like an old school kid toy box to raise the lid. And under here is storage, but now that I'm looking at it, it's going to be very limited storage because there's all kind of pipes and screws and all kind of stuff down there that are not covered. So that's a negative here. But remember, the price on this Super C is cheaper than one of the other Super Cs that we saw before, so price does matter. In the kitchen, I'm not loving this kitchen. There is zero counter space. This little flip-up counter probably, I mean, it barely fits my hand on it, so I don't know what you're going to make on that. And then the countertop here, the only space that isn't covered by sink or stove is about 8 inches. So if these are open, if you're cooking and washing and you know, doing your regular kitchen duties, you're going to have no prep space whatsoever. So that is a definite drawback. Another thing I don't like, come on over here, Phil. These covers that cover the stove are not the exact cutout, so they don't fit. So as you can see, they're moving all around. They're not the same shape, so that would annoy me going down the road because it's going to move all around. Although underneath here is a sweet stovetop. So I guess, you know, there are pros and cons all the way around. Storage-wise is limited here. I would have trouble storing all of my stuff here with food, so there's not nearly as much as in ours, but you do get a convection as well as a little storage here, and a good thing about this rig, residential fridge with ice and water in the door, so that is a bonus. One of the negatives for me on the fridge, although I do love the fridge, is the fact that they elevated the fridge for airflow. And I can't exactly reach the top shelf. So I guess if we had this would be Phil's beer shelf. Because I'm not getting whatever's up there.
Whoop, whoop, a whole shelf for me.
All right, as we move back through, this layout is actually similar to some of the Class A's we've seen in years before. So you have the sofa here that pulls out, so it's like an L sofa. On the opposite is your entertainment center with a fireplace. So I mean, it's pretty darn roomy. In here. This C has a bath and a half, which some people love. I think it's a waste of space for us with just the two of us, but they did set it up pretty nice. Let's check it out. A lot of lighting in here, huge window, so plenty of space to do what you need to do in here. The shower is all the way in the back, so we'll check that out. All right, I am not loving some of the features lacking in the bedroom. Beside either side of the bed, there's not an outlet, either regular plug-in or a USB, and that's kind of a bummer. Also, the lighting. There's not many switches over here except for this little over-the-bed reading light. So that's kind of a drawback. You know, everybody charges their phone by the bed, so I don't know where you'd be putting your phone to charge it if you're attached to it, like most people in the U.S. these days.
Or even a standard alarm clock. You can't plug anything in.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody uses their phone for the alarm. Coming through the bedroom, you're going to hit the full bath, and it does have a decent sized shower, and it has a washer and dryer, but it is a combo unit. They're not separate stackable units. The bathroom size, I think it's fine. It's about the size of what we have in Ruby. All right, I stand corrected. We searched a little harder, and we did find 2 outlets. There was one down here near the floor on the side of the bed, and also one on the other side. Other than that, there's only one plug-in, and it's right by the window. So, but no USB, so that's kind of a bummer. After our second Super C, we can definitely see a difference in the 2 we've toured so far. There's a $60,000 price difference, and you can see it by the finishes inside.
Yeah, the Dynamax, the first one we did, had a lot nicer bells and whistles. It had bigger tank capacities.
Yeah.
This one, not so much. This one here is probably...
It's okay. I don't hate it.
It's not bad, but it's not for full-timers.
Well, not for us the way we full-time anyway.
Yeah, no.
If you're hooked up all the time, the tank capacity won't be that important to you. But if you really like to be gone off the grid for at least a week or so, the tank capacity might not be enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. Both of them are nice in their own way. I guess it just depends on the dollar and what bells and whistles you're looking for.
Yeah, and this one wasn't as hot as the other one, so maybe we don't hate it so much. We are dying today.
Although I am soaking through my shirt. Yeah, it's hot today.
All right, so we're going to try and find at least one more Super C of a different brand to show you guys so you get some idea what's out there.
Let's go.
We've made it to our final Super C, I started to say Class C, of the day.
Yeah, so this is the third one, as Stacey was saying. And this is an Entegra Super C. It is the... What model is this? The Accolade 37L.
All right, I'm going to let Phil take the outside from here.
All right, so you can see the floor plan behind us.
I'll take this.
Okay, now we're doing the handoff. All right, so 39 feet, 4 inches in length. The freshwater is 72, gray is 50, and the black is 31. Not a lot of holding capacity for us full-timers, but it could work for you if you were plugged into the pedestal like Stacey had mentioned previous. It's a pretty nice layout. Looking at the floor plan from outside, the price is really nice. Show price is $186, and you can see marked down from $265. A great price. It is a great coach. It's pretty tall though. Looking at the TV, Stacey wouldn't even be able to hit the button to open it. See here, she can walk right under. She would probably have to jump up here. But anyway.
Do you see what I have to deal with here?
So these are pass up and over type storage bays. So you can see plenty of storage space in the front, and then it goes over the top. So you can put long flat pieces up here like paddleboard, kayak, lawn chairs, things like that would go up there really nice. I like that. Rear placement of the propane tank, very nice. More storage in these bays here. Then of course the Onan Quiet Diesel 8,000 watt generator. Love this thing. Similar wet bay that we've seen earlier. These colored dials are very user-friendly. Put you in the right setting to do your flushing, your sanitizing, your filling of the water tanks. Nice setup. And then in here we have more storage. Inside this bay here is the electric reel for your power cord. And these bays, this bay goes all the way down. It's open. And again, you can see all the way across, up and over to the other side. A ton of room in here. So up front we have the DEF fill tank, the diesel exhaust fluid tank, but there's no diesel tank. It's all the way at the back side of the coach. So this one is reversed on how ours is on Ruby.
When you first come into this coach, like the other ones we kind of failed to show you, they do have a small coat closet here for shoes or jackets or purses, whatever you need. This Super C also has the bed over the cab, and it's huge, with an awesome window in the top, which shows it has plenty of lighting. Let's check out the seats. Ugh. Oh, this one does not have the comfort ride. So, I mean, the chair is comfortable, but I definitely didn't sink into it like I did with the other ones. But it is comfortable. Everything is within easy reach. I could drive this one.
So she thinks.
The table is very similar to the one in Jayco, with the cup holders and an outlet and USB right below here by the wall. It also has the storage underneath the seat with the raw wood, which I'm not a big fan of. And then the space below for storage that also has like tubes and screws and all that, so that would be kind of iffy how you store things in there. This also breaks down into a bed, so that's another sleeping area if you need it. And then moving on down to the couch. The couch is pretty comfortable, I have to say, but Phil hates it only because the TV is to the right of him. Phil likes to look at the TV directly on because you know when he's cheering for his Denver Broncos, he wants to be able to see the game. So, but the couch is okay. Now, one thing you'll notice about this rig is the space. Look how huge this is. There's a lot of space here, and it's because this slide is a full slide. So it's one slide all the way down, so it adds a ton of space in here. It just feels so huge. And look at all this counter space. It is amazing. The storage in here, the counter space. It also has the same stovetop as the last one I showed you. Convection microwave and a ton of storage.
And those actually fit like they're supposed to, right?
Yes. These, I mean, they're not perfectly snug, but they're much better than the other ones. It also comes with a residential fridge with ice and water in the door. And ta-da! I can reach all the shelves, so that's a bonus. This one is not elevated quite as high as the other one. This seat actually comes with the entertainment center with the TV, the sound bar, and it looks like...
It's a media cabinet.
What's up there? I can't see.
It's the DVD or dish player.
Oh, okay.
Satellite receiver.
The rest of your video equipment up there, and of course with your really cool fireplace. So I guess here, I don't know what you would put here. There's no lip here. So whatever you put there would have to be glued down. Now the difference with this C is we haven't showed you before is this one comes with bunks. Their own light, their own TVs, and of course their little hideaway curtain here. I forgot to show you. Phil, back up just for a sec. This kitchen does come with a small pantry. So 2 drawers here and here for a pantry. The bathroom is not too bad. You can see plenty of space in here, and let's see the size of this one. Oh yeah, Phil could totally fit in this one. Nice elbow room, so not too bad. Plastic fixtures. What are you gonna do? Let's go on back to the bedroom. I found a big negative with this bed. I was climbing up here to tell you guys about the fact that the bed or the mattress folds when you close it up, which can be a negative because it does put wear and tear on your mattress. But when I did, my shin hit this metal bar. Oh, that is gonna kill somebody. So not a big fan of that. But other than that, the bedroom's not too bad. There are outlets on either side. They're not USBs, but there is a set of outlets. This one is equipped with hookups for a washer, but it is a single washer. And then check out the storage, so a good sized closet, of course TV, and then this is the area for the washer. So there you go, 3 Super Cs, all 2020 editions right here at the Tampa RV Super Show.
Yeah, so take your pick. Actually, tell us which one you think would be a nice addition to your RV travels.
Or what's your favorite? We have a favorite. I think my favorite's the last one minus the bunk room, and that's only because it had the full slide on the side. I really love that. It made it look huge.
Mine was the first one, the Dynamax. I really like that one.
But I never realized how many options there were for Super Cs. When I think Cs, I think tiny RVs. These are the same size or bigger than what we have right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazed at these things. I have friends that have Super Cs, and they love them. And it's just something that we didn't consider. So when you're out doing your RV shopping, consider a Super C.
At least go in and check them out.
Yeah, exactly.
And let us know if you have one already. If you do, what do you have and what do you love and what do you dislike about it, because there are always pros and cons to every RV, and anyone looking for a Super C, they would probably love to hear what's not working for you. So
exactly. Good
thanks
point.
for putting that in ahead of time. We really appreciate it. We hope you've enjoyed these tours. We hope they at least gave you something to think about and gave you an idea of what you might want to go look at in the future.
Yeah, and just know, we got sunburned in the process. So we did it for you.
It was all for you.
No, just kidding. It was a lot of fun.
All right. Thanks for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button.
Give us a thumbs up and hit the notification bell.
And we will see you
On the road.